By the way, you know when you see Winnie, the way she's moving, and she keeps mentioning Babu, Sifuna, might the three be up to something?
Of course. I mean, it's common sense. These guys are going to form something huge, something nice, and the youth will go with them. These old guys, you saw Oburu the other day going to Kamkunji. It's very creaky. The man is tired. Very creaky.
Kijana, utakuja kwa kipindi na heshima.
But that's the truth.
Hawezi ongelea youth leader hivyo.
No, he's not a youth leader.
Bwana,
he cannot even speak. He's pleading. Go and amunda huo. Let me talk. I will not do that. I will say, yeah, the ground is gone. So, imagine. He's very weak. He's very uninspiring. And in fact, he's, sorry to say, but I think he sits there fraudulently. He needs to come down.
Oh, wow.
If he wants this party to proceed, this ODM to proceed, Oburu must shuka committee. And he lets people go to NDC and elect new leaders. He cannot inspire anybody. With that team of his, of Junet. And who else? There's Junet, especially Junet. Hakuna hope.
We're going to come back and talk about ODM. Atujafika huko bado tuko Homa Bay and ODM in Homa Bay.
Yes.
So, Wanga is backing up Boyd Were and Magwanga is backing up Aroko.
Yes.
2027, Aroko said he's coming for that seat. And he said that Boyd is a small boy who's sitting there illegitimately. Your take on that?
Boyd has a beautiful chance in 2027 if he organizes himself very well, the power of incumbency. But if he messes up shauri yake, Aroko will eat him for breakfast. That I believe. Because he alipanguziwa machozi. Look at the history of every constituency where somebody has gotten it by election. They rarely retain those seats.
Yeah.
They rarely retain, if that has anything to go by. There was this fellow, ndugu ya Ken Kibera. Hakukula. There was Nyagudin Kisumu. Hakukula. And every other by election, it's always been like that. So unless ajipange, itakuwa noma sana.
And also bearing in mind that Baba is no longer there. So
yes.
Wanga now cannot say, Baba amenituma tusifanye.
Wanga though is thorough, Wanga could just do her machination there. But because Wanga is also going to get busy with looking for her own.
That's so what I'm saying.
Yeah, itamtoa kwa hiyo hesabu.
Atakuwa amecamp huko sana.
I've never sat with Boyd, but I think it will be good to have him as a neighbor MP.
Okay.
But I don't have a problem with Aroko. Aroko is a fine man. I've sat with him once. I think he's very decent. He speaks very well. I like
he's sharp.
Well. He's
very sharp. That guy is sharp.
And he's very kind. I've seen what he does for his people in Kasipul. Good. I wish him the best. I may support him.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're saying you support Wanga. Then you've mentioned a couple of maendeleo that she's done.
Yeah.
But why is it that on ground things are different?
How?
A couple of people from Homa Bay are just like, Wanga, no. I've sat down here with a couple of leaders from that side and they're just like, Wanga, no.
It's a democracy. In a democracy, you have to allow for dissent. And dissent happens in that fashion. Dissent is very loud.
Okay.
Yeah, dissent is very loud. It's undeniable that Homa Bay is on the map right now.
Yeah, we've seen that thing with the president camping over there.
Yeah.
But now, on the ground, is Wanga a people's person? Are they singing her song? Am I ground kidogo iko 50-50?
You know, interestingly, politics is never won on manifestos. Politics is won on narratives. Okay?
That's what I'm saying. The narrative on ground.
Yeah, so the narrative, it's very shifty because today it could not be favoring her much in some pockets. For example, if you go to Rangwe, Wanga comes from that area, Kochia area. She's very strong there. Homa Bay town, she's very strong there. Ndiwa, she's fairly strong. Karachuonyi is where there's a problem. And that is because of the recent happenings with Magwanga.
Okay.
If you look at Suba, I don't think if Subas have any problem with Wanga. I don't think they have any problem. Okay. Because for the first time they've seen a ring road there, of course, through the PS and Wanga. They're doing well.
Okay.
They're doing well.
Around this area, Kasipul by elections happened, the violence. Why are Homa Bay people very violent? Ularango, what's the problem?
We are not violent. It's power. Something sweet is what people fight for. Something sweet. But it's unbecoming. Kasipul specifically, and even initially when it was the larger Kabondo Kasipul, including our area, under Magwanga, under Padi, it was quite interesting that violence has always been the case there. And I believe it's because of the high stakes. There's no much democracy there. Once you get the ODM ticket, that's it.
Okay.
So people fight tooth and nail for the ODM ticket. But if there is democracy, then we will not see that violence. But also, you know, there are a lot of guys wa security wako wengi. Na kila mtu anataka chakula, naona, like wanataka do. So if there's a job, then everybody wants to prove to the boss they are doing well. So they stab somebody, mara mtu amepigwa, just to. And no politicians speak through security people. I've also seen you have that guy. I like him. Munez. I like him. Yes, si kama wale. he's more on courtesy.
He's not a goon.
No, he's not a goon. And he's always very neat.
But tuko na magoons.
Mukona magoons.
Mukona magoons.
Yeah. So you see, like him is more on courtesy.
Yeah.
The same way I believe security should be more of courtesy. And then doing advance, kwenda kuangalia what's happening and occupying
just
positions.
Putting things in order. Not
courtesy.
Violence.
Yeah, I believe in courtesy than violence. Violence ni ile wakati ikifika sawa, tuangane, but it's not necessary.
Okay.
By 2027 haitakuwa hivyo. And Philo ajipange vizuri for Kasipul. I think he'll do very well.
Philip Paroko. Yeah.
He'll do very well. Boyd ile kitu kimwingia kwa kichwa, shauri yake. Power pia ni tamu, bro.
Yeah. Power inakuanga very tamu. Now, ODM, Baba, Wanga, UDA president. There are also rumors that in 2027, Wanga is going to be the deputy president. They're fronting her for that. Do you think that is a possibility? I
desired that much for Wanga, and I think I'm either the first or the second person who went out very loud for her to be deputy president. Okay. I like her a lot. She's somebody who can do very well.
So you want her to be deputy president because you like her?
I would like her to be the deputy president. One, because of course I have a bias. I believe in mimi wanawake ni watu wazuri wachukue. Si mbaya. They can show us. Two, I believe we have miscalculated as ODM.
Okay.
In the recent past, this war that is going on is not favoring us. Because up to the time Raila was dying, I was certain that we were going to get the deputy president position in 2027. Because Raila would not have settled for anything lower than that. Na angepea either Wanga, whoever angechagua, but now I can tell you. Nobody know.
Mbona no.
Let's talk about other things. I'm very certain that Wanga had a good chance by the time Raila was alive, and even immediately after his death. But I can tell you now, I'm so confident that Kindiki will retain his deputy president position. Confident. And so what we have to garner for, on the minimum, is the prime minister and at least 4 ministers. But na hii kelele venye wanafanya hii kelele wanafanya hii. You know, Ruto is a very thorough man. Have you ever met him?
Yes.
He's a thorough, you know him.
Yeah.
Time, commitment, akikwambia nitafanya, be sure he'll do it. He doesn't hakipanki about stuff. I'll do it. So, ODM is pussyfooting a lot on this question of supporting the presidency. Mara we are not with the president, mara we have the president, mara they wanapigana uongozi. It has denied us a very golden opportunity of getting the deputy president, who would have been Wanga. It has denied us. That is the fact. So now, we can only maintain Wanga at governor. If a miracle happens, politics is long. Nature could take place.
Luo's proximity to power, being that Wanga and the likes of Akinambadi, whoever they're in government, and now we have 2 factions of ODM after Baba's demise. There are those who say, Baba alituacha nani ya broad base, sisi tuko hapa. Waja Luo wako kwa government. Then you have those people who are like, wacheni ujinga bwana, tokeni nje, we come and now take over fresh. And we have a lot of Luos who are like, bwana, the government is passing by. You know, we are in the government. Are we really in government? What's our proximity to power? And do you see a likelihood of it flipping, for example? Like you just mentioned that Kindiki is going to run again, and people are waiting for Wanga to be put there. And also there's rumors that Ruto is going to absorb ODM, okay, and change a few things. And there's also rumor that Akinambadi and Nani are going to be removed from the position they are because they are flower girls for now. Then some people will be put for the next purpose. Are we really in power? What's our proximity to power as it is now?
Well, I believe that Raila did not leave us in government Because we've always been in government. That's the reality. People are just ignorant.
Okay.
What is the government? The government is an establishment that has 3 departments, or majorly 3 arms.
Yeah.
We have the legislature, we have the judiciary, and we have the executive.
Okay.
In the legislature, ODM has how many MPs?
Okay.
That's the government. In the judiciary.
Smart way to look at it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's where budgets are made, that's where policy is made. Kama kuna kitu ya fishing in Kisumu and Nyanza, the policy is made in parliament, so we are in government. If it's not being done, blame your parliamentarian. That's why some of them have to go. 2, we are in the judiciary by way of representation that we have, even in the Supreme Court, we have Justice William there. Okay? Huku kwingine ukitembea, we have so many judges, so many Wajaluo, lawyers. Okay? If you come to executive, we've always been there. I don't think there's a regime that has ever passed without Luos being in government. The only thing is that the narrative, the popular narrative, is that, and even if you look at it, Mbadi is not a Luo. Mbadi is a Suba. Subas are Ugandans. That is true. So Mbadi, no, we're being factual. Mbadi is a Suba. Subas are Ugandans. They came to Homa Bay after their great ancestors murdered the king there. You look at history, you guys are laughing. That is the truth. Look at the history.
Ngoja.
Yeah.
Ati Mbadi
is a Suba.
Suba.
And Subas are not Luos.
Suba
just
origin.
Check. And Subas, Subas. And Waganda huko. We welcome them. You know, Luos, we just welcome people. We even adopted Shakil. He's been our MP for ages huko. Shakil Shabir, you know him?
Yeah, I know him.
Yeah.
But he's loved. Shakil Shabir.
Very much. Nyango Unmogo. He comes with unga to funerals. 1 bill. Funny.
Origin, Lake Victoria, migrated from Uganda around 1760.
After what happened?
And other areas after succession dispute,
yes.
Assassination of Kabaka, Junju.
Exactly. So don't just speak.
Name meaning possibly derived from an accusation related to the assassination, meaning the last to arrive, and the one who committed an abomination, later adopted as a distinct identity.
Olusuba. Abasuba.
Erosuba.
Hey, those guys are from Uganda. Somebody is a Suba. He's not a Luo. That is a fact.
Oh, wow.
I'm not denying him as a Luo. He's not a Luo. He's a Suba. Yeah? And Subas are good people. Mili is a good Suba, for example, and many more.
So these people are just Suba, Suba, Nini. They are not Luos.
No, they even speak Olusuba. It's not Luo. It's a language that is.
There's a language called Olusu.
Olusuba. Have you gone to Kaksingri?
No.
You should. So I'm telling you, so Mbadi, who is in government, quote unquote, Luo, is not Luo. Go to this fellow called Wandai. Well, Wandai is maybe. Because there is a question about, you ever heard of Ugenya people speak? And Luya. They wako sawa.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now you want to say Wandai is Luya.
But that is not a statement that is false.
Kwa kina Wandai ni wapi?
I know even his home.
Sidindi. Then alizaliwa wapi?
I don't know.
Then how is he even Luya?
It is being said. Me, I don't know. Okay. For Mbadi, I'm sure, but for Wandai, he's a good guy.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's only Wandai who we have in government as Luos. So in Uhuru's regime, we had that lady from Bondo, Omamo, Rachel Omamo. Uhuru 1, hapa tulikuwa na Owalo. Before Broadbase, we had Owalo, who is another joker. Then during Kibaki's time, we had Tuju, a very fine gentleman. Have you met him?
No, I haven't met him.
You should meet, fine gentleman. And made Rarieda first class constituency.
Okay.
Rarieda has barabara kama Kalenjin land. Kuna barabara mpaka hakuna kitu nafanya, ni lami everywhere. And then during that time, who else did we have in government? And even we had Raila as a minister during Kibaki's first term. So we've always been in government. It's just a wrong narrative being peddled. Oh, tuko kwa serikali. We've always been there.
Okay. Yeah. Surviving of ODM, do you see it, Ruto absorbing it? Are we is it surviving?
ODM will survive on this ground that Oburu respects his relatives. Unilateralism in the family is not going to help him. Where he makes decisions as Oburu, where are the rest of the people? He's making decisions of the party as Oburu.
How do you know he's doing that?
But that is true.
How do you know that is true?
Do you know if Mama Ida was consulted on this issue of...
But we don't know if she wasn't consulted.
She wasn't, I can tell you.
How?
My friend, I've told you I'm the press secretary. So I'm telling you she was not consulted. She was not consulted. That's how.
Okay.
Yeah, she was not consulted. And you cannot behave like Ida did not contribute anything to this thing. She's the one who bought the brand of this thing that now we are in called ODM. She's the one who bought the brand. Brother, this Daktari Ida was fired from Kenya High, hapa nyuma. And nobody was willing to take her in, not even the brother-in-law, if I'm not wrong, was not willing to take her in. And he was a civil servant by then. She stayed without the husband for 9 years. All the time Raila was being stolen from these elections, who was he going back to? I was there in 2 of them, where you go back to Karen the next day and you find Mama Ida and Jacom. Brother, I don't know if you can imagine how that feels. It is a destroyed human being picked up by the wife. And even her businesses have suffered a lot of issues because of this association with Raila Odinga. And in fact, Ida even lost her identity, I can tell you. Because Ida is called Ida Betty Anyango Oyo. Oyo is the father. Then something just happened. Zoom, Odinga. Now she's Ida Odinga. She lost her identity. Then in the process, you want to tell her, weka kando, mimi nimechukua na watoto wangu tunakimbia country mzima. It will not happen. If Oburu does not consult the Raila family, hii party itakufa.
Why do I feel like you have beef with Oburu?
I do. That? And I'm not bluffing about it.
Why do you have beef with Oburu?
I have beef with him because number one, he's not inspiring.
So someone being not inspiring, you're having beef with them?
Because how are you going to lead people if you're not charismatic? You need command.
There are people who think he is, and there are people who think he's inspiring.
I mean, we have mad people in the society. If somebody can think Oburu is inspiring, I don't know what you're smoking.
There are people who think he's charismatic. See, at least work with a youth leader.
He's not. He's not inspiring. I don't know anything about him that is proper. He should, what I'm saying in short, Obinna, Oburu should calm down and be the leader of the family, as he says he is, and put the family in order now to waongee.
When the family is not in order?
Of course. I mean, why is Winnie talking in Kamkunji and Oburu is talking in Busia or Kakamega? Why? It means he has no leadership skills. He should sit with the family and say, hey, mzee ametuacha. Is my younger brother ametuacha, now how do we move? You cannot move unilaterally. It will not happen. Itakuwa chaos with casualties, and he may be the first one.
Akikataa kutoka kwa hiyo kiti,
we will call for an NDC by force. We must have an NDC in ODM. NDC must be there. We must talk. ODM must talk as a house. Hii mchezo hii hapana. We will talk, we will support the president. Yes, we support the president, but let us be orderly. Hii haraka ni ya nini?
Okay.
Yeah. And listen to Winnie. Winnie is not a mad woman. And if you think she's a mad woman, then go and Google the name Winnie Madikizela Mandela. You'll understand why she was named that. And you'll understand what you are in for. If Oburu thinks this is a light thing, he must shuka chini.
The ODM party seems to have sidelined Babu Owino, and they're also fighting Sifuna, the SG. But Winnie seems to embrace them.
Yeah. Because ODM, Raila embraced these chaotic people. Let me call them chaotic. This Babu Owino guy, very chaotic. This, and they're young. I mean, give it to them. Young people are very chaotic. But it's just that age. Ni ujana, ni maji ya moto, itapita. And Raila said, you know, wachana na hao, wakae na sisi. Unaopeleka wapi? But here, Oburu and his team want these people to go away. They're not going away. Raila embraced Babu. Raila embraced Sifuna. But there are people inside there, I can tell you, because I used to be in Karen every morning when I was working actively. The people used to camp in Raila's house, not because they loved him, but because they were coming to get keep. Huyu Obinna amekuja. Anataka nini hapa? wewe ongea na mzee saa hizi.
I've met them before. I've met those people.
Yeah, they will stop you from talking to mzee.
Yeah,
but if you meet mzee himself,
so
he was a very
them.
friendly person. He will even stand and talk to you for a long time. Mpaka utaona aibu sema, nimeongea na Raila, wacha niende.
Yeah.
You know?